like airports and I like looking at airplanes. I know it sounds weird, but there's something magical about airplanes. I think that airplanes offer a sense of thrill and excitement about traveling overseas to see the world, flying without wings, and being free. Having said that, my friend had been working at the airport for 10 years when he quit his job. Had been working? That's what we are going to talk about in this lesson. Our time starts now. Let's take a look at two examples. Example number one, he has been working at the airport. Has been working. This means that he is still working at the airport. He continues to work at the airport up to this day. This is in the present perfect progressive tense or present perfect continuous tense. Example number two. He had been working at the airport for 10 years when he quit his job. Had been working. This means that he started working at the airport many years ago, 10 years ago to be exact, and this is in the past. Then he continued working for 10 years at the airport. After that, he stopped. Why? Because he quit his job. This is in the past perfect continuous tense or past perfect progressive tense. Q&A, question and answer. When should we use past perfect continuous tense? Use it to show that an ongoing action in the past has ended. Ongoing action means that an action has started and continued in the past. For example, he had been working as a carpenter for 10 years when he quit his job. The action is had been working. He began working in the past, continued working in the past, and his work ended in the past. The work ended because he quit his job. Use past perfect continuous tense to express cause and effect of an ongoing action in the past. For example, I was so tired because I had been exercising so hard. The cause is I had been exercising. This is a longer action or continued action in the past. The effect or result is I was so tired. Another example. It had been raining for hours and the streets were very wet. The cause is it had been raining for hours. This is a longer action or continued action in the past. The effect or result is the streets were very wet. And the past perfect continuous tense, let's take a look at the timeline. There's a past, now, and future. 1. He had been working as a carpenter for 10 years when he quit his job. Remember, had been working are the verbs and the action in the past. In the past timeline, he started working at a certain point in the past, then he continued working in the past. After 10 years, he stopped working because he quit his job. All of these actions happened in the past. 2. She had been waiting for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. She started waiting 2 hours ago, so this is in the past. Then she continued waiting, and then boom, she stopped waiting because the doctor finally arrived. All of these actions took place or happened in the past. How do we make past perfect continuous tense? For example, she had been waiting for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. The past perfect continuous tense always has two parts. In this example, the first part is she had been waiting for 2 hours. To make this, put the subject first plus had been plus ing verb. So, you say he, she, your subjects, had been waiting. I, you, they, we, your subjects, had been waiting. You always use had been, even if the subject is singular or plural. The second part is when the doctor finally arrived. In the second part, you just have to use a simple past tense verb. In this example, the simple past tense verb is arrived. We just learned the meaning, structure, and usage of past perfect continuous tense. Now, how do we make positive and negative statements? For positive statement, we say he or she had been waiting. I, you, we, they had been waiting. For negative statement, we say he, she had not been waiting. I, you, we, they had not been waiting. Had not is the long form. Hadn't is the short form, and it's good for everyday conversation. Always remember that we use had or had not for all of the subjects. Just a quick pronunciation. He had been is long and he'd been is short. She had been, she'd been. I had been, I'd been. You had been, you'd been. We had been, we'd been. They had been, they'd been. The short pronunciation is highly recommended for everyday conversation. This is all we have time for. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.